Hi guys, thank you for coming. Okay, perfect. So this is the live show of Seraphic Sauce. I don't know if you've seen the other episodes that we've had, but we've had 4 recorded ones. And then this is the live one, just to end the year off. These were like 2 of the guests that we had on our wish list. So we sent the emails and we're like, are they gonna say yes? But they said yes, and you're here with us. So we have we got Princess Trium and Chantelle. I don't know, I'm sure everybody knows who you are, but I don't know if you want to just give a little intro, if you fancy.
Hi everyone, my name is Jola, but my artist name is Princess Trium. I'm a producer, musician, DJ, music educator too. And I have a collective called Honeysuckle in London. And also I started a new collective here called Club Macumba. I mean, that was a short,
No, that's cool.
but I'm sure that people also read some of the bio
I'm sure
out
we'll
there.
find
So,
out more
yeah.
about you.
I'm Chantelle Marquez. I started music 3 years ago, came from a mad world, was in care, went boxing gyms, been around naughty things growing up, and then turned my life around through music. And now I've vlogged like my whole come up, and it's been going viral online. And now I do music down in London as of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty recent, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So we put together a few questions and we've written them on these Jenga pieces. So then you guys, if you want to just like kick it off, and I don't know who wants to go first.
Nice game. Okay.
I'm rubbish at Jenga.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
You
Okay.
go first.
Okay, so you start from...
You know what? Since
I only played like a couple of times this game, you know? Okay. I'm afraid that...
yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's your first one, take from the top. if
Is
you
there
want.
glue on that?
Yeah, is it going on?
Imagine.
Oh, there's no question here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's from...
So I guess it's
Okay.
your go.
Okay.
Okay.
Has there ever been a performance or lyric that scared you to release because it was too real? My whole story was scary to put out. Like, I have quite a controversial story. Without, I don't know how much I can say. Like, but
Say whatever you want.
yeah, obviously, like I was a stripper and stuff, and like my lyrics are so raw and honest, and even being able to get my songs on the radio is scary. But I think through just being real about it, I think people respect authenticity. So
That's what caught my attention. You know, I saw, Leicester Music Conference this year. We watched you perform there, and that's what literally grabbed my attention, was like the rawness, because I feel like as well you can tell the difference when someone's saying it from their, their heart or their chest, and when someone's, because it's a popular storyline to kind of try and take it the edgy way or the raw way to kind of for the image, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not just, it's just like the story for you, right?
yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah. Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try with this one. Ooh. Nice.
Got the neck.
Ooh, so what's the boldest risk you've taken creatively that paid off or didn't?
Boldest risk.
All right. So I'm going to talk about my last event for Club Macumba, where I invited 2 DJs from outside. That was really like financially, like I didn't know where we was going to go with this, because of course I was working with a venue owner. And right now, especially for people that are creating those, events, nightclub events, it's really difficult to actually come together with a venue owner and get to an agreement. So yeah, I was spending a lot of money and I didn't know where all this going, but I was like, you know what, I'm doing this for like a good cause, I'm doing this for the community, and it's not as much as like what I want to get from here in terms of like monetary, but it was more about like what I want to come out in terms of like giving people something, So yeah, I basically took that step and I was like, okay, I'm going to invest this money. I'm gonna do this event and let's see how it goes. And actually that was the best thing that I ever did, because I've seen so many people coming through and also enjoying like being free, like dancing, I mean, it's difficult to go right now to clubs. Even when you go to clubs, like you don't see people dancing, but at that event there were people dancing. So that was something that really stood up with me, like really a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm really proud of that moment.
Yeah.
Even if it was risky, and I didn't earn much from the event, but still, it was something good that I did for other people
Is
and
that
for
a
myself.
risk that you would have taken earlier on in your career?
I mean, yes, because I actually did that. I mean, with the honeysuckle, when we started bidding honeysuckle, I mean, I had to invest my own money, and I didn't have like a stable job, so I was like taking extra hours. Like I was also working like in a factory, and I was taking extra hours just to pay off those parties that I wanted to put on with the honeysuckle. But at the end, it's like we created something, and even having people coming after, I don't know, a couple of events, so like after years telling us, okay, you know, my first event was 2 years ago and I'm still coming. Every time that you guys putting on something, I'm coming to your events because I know that's going to be good, and I know there's going to be like a community sense of vibe. So yeah, that's a risk, you know. I feel like as an artist, you should always take risk. Not artist, but I mean, entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, like with your hobbies or like something that you really love, you should always take risk, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Lots of agreement. Yeah.
She's a female boss. Oh my God. There you go. How has your cultural identity shaped your sound and the way you move through the industry? Basically, I've been around a lot of criminals, and like I've had to handle like men in the criminal world, and so when I go into the music world, it's easy.
So is that a skill that you think has been one of the tools in your toolbox, basically, then?
100%. You know, when you're dancing in clubs, it's all business. It's all dealing with pressures and, you know, manipulative people, psychopaths and stuff. And the music industry's no different. Like,
That's a sad reality, huh?
yeah, but you just got to stand your own. Yeah.
But it's just mad that you have to.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it would be different if there were more women in the space? Or do you think that same power, when in the hands of anyone, is abused?
There is a lot of like, you know, it's always like men saying, you gotta be like this, you gotta be like that. You know what I mean?
That's horrible. Also, what do they know? Like, you know, I was thinking a lot of the audience is female anyway, you know, of the industry, of like consumers. A lot of us, it's made up of us. So it's just crazy to me that they're the ones dictating.
Yeah. It's a very male-dominated industry at the top.
So how do you like stay sane?
I just don't take shit. You just can't take shit from them. Do you know what I mean? What about you?
Yeah, being assertive definitely is one of the things that you really need, especially when you're working with males. It's like stand on your ground and be like, this is what I want. Like, I'm not going around left or right, this is what I want and this is what I'm gonna get. Mostly because if there's like, I don't know, there's a little bit of like window that you show to them that you might be a little bit insecure, which is okay to be insecure or something, especially in this. But yeah, if they find out about that, they try to like work around you, and that's where it gets ugly. So yeah, always remember who you are and stand your ground. Like, just go for what you want.
Cool. Yeah. It's your
How's
time.
my time? Okay. Now. Who or what is your biggest supporter? Okay, so I mean, if I have to be honest with you, I feel that my biggest supporters are my childhood friends. Like, even if we don't understand anything about our world, we're still supporting each other. And I'm talking about my friends that grew up, especially, I mean, I was born and raised in Italy. And yeah, with them I started doing music, you know, and they were the first supporting me and be like, hey, you're gonna go far. And they were like, hey, you're gonna get to the UK or you're gonna get to the US. And I was like, oh, you guys are just talking nonsense. But at the end, that's what happened, you know, I'm here in the UK. Which is a big step for me, you know, because when I started producing music, it was really DIY. Like, we were building our music studio, like, with the things that we used to find, like, even in the streets. Like, we found this lamp, and we used the lamp as a mic stand.
No way.
And we got, like, the socks from my mom's friend to create the pop filter, you know.
God,
so it was, like, really
that's
DIY.
mad.
So we started, like, from nothing, and even if we separate each other, like, I'm still hearing from them, and they're like, yo, I'm always seeing you, like, big up you, like, what you're doing, like, and that's something that I really love, like, I mean,
That's so nice.
it's like family, you know?
That's so nice to hear. Because you hear people saying they have to leave certain people behind once they get success, because, you know, the relationship's not the same anymore. But it's so nice to hear that that's not the
Yeah,
case.
exactly, because, I mean, that's something that I always hear too, and that was something I was really afraid of, because I was like, yeah, we're gonna grow up, but I'm gonna miss this moment. I'm gonna be like, can we go back to there? And I recently went back to Italy to meet my friend. She just got a baby. So, like, totally different life. And yeah, basically we were like together, and it was just like it used to be before, you know, nothing has changed. Like, we were still, like, laughing, talking. We were still, like, singing songs from High School Musical, actually. So yeah, you know, like, instead of, like, singing in school, we were just doing babysitting and singing to the child and be like singing High School Musical songs. So yeah, nothing has changed from that, you know, and that's something beautiful.
That's heartwarming. I'm happy to hear that. Go for it.
Wait, is it the rule where if you touch it, you have to go for that one now?
I mean, do you want to make that a rule?
No. Oh, mate.
Oh, so if you touch it, you cannot.
Oh, no, go for another one. I want you to. I want to hear from you.
How have you navigated funding your artistry alongside the cost of the living crisis?
Great question.
Right. I funded my dream from being a stripper, like, and I'll be honest now, what I did, which is crazy, is like I built connections in the strip club and got them all to sponsor me. Like, I got all these men that were trying to degrade women and flipped it on its head and got them to, like, pay for my red carpet premiere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's business
I just
minded.
learned from them. I just studied what they do, and I was like, okay, let's flip this on its head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
In a place where they're, that's really impressive. That's proper business minded, that is. Do you think, I don't know, have any of them clocked onto that and not liked it? I mean,
no, they
don't know.
They obviously they're sponsoring it, so their brand gets,
I see.
gets promoted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they still sponsors now?
Yeah.
Cool. That's really cool.
But obviously, cost of living, like, it's not easy. Like, everyone I'm around struggling. I've struggled. I've been in hostels to get myself down to London this week, you know, and I'm recording in studios where my heroes have recorded, but I'm still winging it. It's the cost of living. It's not easy, but I want it so much in it.
Do you think that's an essential part, to want it badly?
Mate, it is. People in this industry are hungry. You got to be the hungriest. Yeah. Your turn.
I don't know why it's so stiff.
Nice. Who was the first person to tell you you got something and you believe in them? Oh, definitely that was my mom. Yeah, that was my mom. Yeah, she used to buy me like, actually she was the one who introduced me to music. And I feel that she did that because also my father was a musician too. And he used to organize events too. But yeah, my mom used to introduce me to music. She introduced me to Lauryn Hill. And that's where something sparkled off. I was like, what?
With Lauryn Hill?
Yeah. I was like, what's this woman singing right now? I was like, this is so powerful. But it was powerful because of the lyrics that I was listening to. Another woman that she introduced me to was Aretha Franklin, Tina Turner. All powerful women, you know. We also used to watch like movies about them. Tina Turner, which she had like a crazy story. And yeah, that inspired me. She was like, okay, you got something in you, but be careful about the world outside, you know. So she was like kind of preparing me to also like step into the world, you know. And yeah, I always think about that too.
Yeah, that's cool. She was nurturing you in
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big up
Okay.
Lauryn Hill as well. Oh my god.
I don't even know.
How do you feel making your way in this male-dominated industry? I just take each man on and I think... Do you know what? I did an interview with a streamer. You might have... I don't know if you'd heard of him. He's called Tanks. He's blowing up at the minute on YouTube. I did an interview with him yesterday and he had a chessboard on his finger and I beat him at chess. So yeah, that's how I do it. I just learn from what men do and do it better.
Do you want to pick another one too? I feel like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't. I'm putting you under the pressure now.
No, I can do this.
Yeah.
Power of 9.
Nice.
Yeah, man. How do you negotiate getting fair pay for what you do? It's no different to the club. You're a high ticket person. You know your worth. But also, there's an element of like when you're starting out. I did a lot of free stuff. I just wanted my face everywhere. I wanted to be about. Do you know what I mean? So I did a lot of free stuff, and then you earn your stripes, and then it's like, okay, I'll bring a lot to the table, so pay me.
Has anyone ever like not paid you or paid less than they said or misled you in that way?
No, because I'll come banging on their door
Yeah.
like, where's the money?
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's loads of that. There's loads of exploitation. You've really got to like know your worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were saying about not letting them see your cracks.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but
Also, don't be afraid to have like those conversations about. I mean, I feel that especially around women and non-binary people, gender conforming people, is that we need to have those conversations about like how much we're getting paid. Like, is enough like keeping those hidden? You say
Yeah.
hidden? Because I mean, mostly of the time is where you won't understand that you're not getting paid fairly. And there's been like multiple times that I did gigs for people, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have a budget." And I was like, okay, that's fair, like, I'm happy to support. But then I found out, like, that they're getting other artists and they're giving them, like, loads of compensation. I'm like, okay, I was trying to be nice to you, but you're playing
Taking
this.
the
Yeah, I mean,
piss.
I didn't want to say that. But so, yeah, I feel that it's really important that you start having those conversations. You set boundaries for yourself, too, because, I mean, even if they're going to find another person, I mean, you still know your worth. And probably gonna have a bad party and you're gonna sleep with yourself and walking outside. No, I'm joking. But yes, so I mean that happened to me once that I spoke to our PR about how much I was getting paid. And he was like, okay, fair enough, you're not gonna DJ. And I was like, wait, I'm the main artist that you don't want me to DJ at your event where I'm the main artist, I'm the headliner. It was a bit crazy, but at the end...
So he didn't like that you had that conversation with him?
Yeah, I mean, I ended up having that party at the end. We ended up I ended up DJing a bit early. People were not happy about that, but I understood that. I mean, from that, I understood that at the end, I really need to be more assertive with people and be like, okay, this is what I'm getting, and this is what I'm worth. If you don't like it, you know, what's the door.
It is hard to be assertive as a woman.
Yeah.
I think like I've been through so much like exploitation, taken the piss out of, and that's what's made me like assertive. But naturally we're not. Do you know what I mean?
I guess you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You had to learn that.
Yeah.
But if from someone who's, I guess, developed that, what advice can you give to try and be more that way?
Practice it every day. It's okay if someone asks you to do something. It's okay to say no. It's not for me. No. Do you want to go here? No, not tonight. You don't have to explain yourself. Like I've learned that a lot.
Yeah.
Also, if you're working with people that say like, I'm gonna ruin your reputation, because it's gonna happen. You're gonna come to those type of people that they're gonna be like, okay, if you're not gonna work for me, I'm gonna ruin your reputation. Don't care about it. Just go with your day.
Feel like they have agency over you. Like,
I mean, it depends with who you're working, you know. But yeah, don't bother about it, you know, because the people that know you, they know the type of person that you are. And yeah, I mean, at the end, you're building your reputation around. So the thing that I can say, don't be afraid of all of these things that all the promoters or like agency can come up with, you know. And another thing also, maybe get a fake agent.
fake agent. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, build up like a fake
That's a good
email.
idea. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you feel afraid of like replying back to that person and be like, hey, this is what I'm worth, or like, this is who I am, and these are my prices. Yeah, you can build up like
It's
a
really
fake
good.
email and
Yeah. We had
Yeah.
one of our guests, Saffron Gray, she was like, she replied as her manager, who was a man, and then she got replies, she got the fee she was asking for more than when she was just replying as Saffron Gray. So that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's
That's
true.
crazy.
That's smart.
But yeah, is it whose turn is it?
you did that right. That was yours.
Okay.
Go on.
That's not our right. Why so difficult?
That was good. Smooth.
Nada.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
Okay, maybe that's not us more us choice.
I kind of want it to fall.
Exactly. So when women collaborate instead of compete, how does that reshape the sound of the industry? Oh, beautifully. I mean, I feel like, yeah, women should collaborate a little bit more, you know?
Collaborate, yeah.
It's like, we know what we want, how we want that to be executed, and that, I feel that's something that, we should all come together. Also because recently I did a collaboration, and it was just a collaboration between women, but also non-binary people. And we did this event called Link Up in London, Hackney. And it was so beautiful because we literally like created like a whole event of like, we did a podcast. It wasn't a podcast, it was more like a Q&A. We also did workshops, and we had like loads of people coming through, you know, like just having like people being there dancing like and talking with each other, because it wasn't just like a club type of vibe, but it was like a community event.
Yeah.
And I felt like, and when I saw that, I was like, you know what, we can actually come together and build something. It was a bit hard, of course, in terms of communication. There's always that communication, especially when on the group chat, people replying back, it takes ages, but
It's worth it.
It's worth it, you know.
Yeah.
At the end, it's worth it. And I feel that we should do more of it. Yeah.
100%.
Do you think women are kind of pitted against each other? Do you see that much?
Well, it depends, you know.
Yeah.
Not always. Not always. Like if I have to go like in places like Italy, where I know like how artists are getting managed. I feel that there's a little bit like more competition where they're trying to put like together women against each other. And that's ugly because at the end seeing people fighting, especially outside of like venues or like all of that is really, really ugly, you know.
Fighting?
Yeah,
Oh my
especially
God.
if it's a man involved. Like, why are you fighting when there's a man involved with this? You know, like.
We don't fight over
Like,
Never,
no.
please.
But yeah, I feel like, we need to especially communicate on that, around that. I know we got like our hormones going everywhere, but please, let's sit down and communicate and like come up with something instead of like competing against each other, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if we can manage ourselves like going all over the place, you know. I mean, people say women are emotional, but I really do think that men have. I don't think they know how to deal with whatever's going on.
Oh
in
my
there.
God, have you seen a man after getting a dodgy trim? And women are meant to be emotional.
Bro, they don't leave the house.
Do you know
They
what?
stay locked away in their bedroom. They don't want anyone to see them. If they don't have a hat, that's a boring day for them.
Slap a one.
Yeah, go for it.
Blank.
No, okay, go again.
Oh, no chance.
Uh-oh. Is it the end? Is this the end? Oh no, I'm making you do gymnastics around the Jenga.
Blank.
She got away with it.
Okay, let me try this.
I suppose you can both answer whatever
no.
this one is.
Because if I remove this, then nah, definitely not.
Don't be afraid to let it fall. I mean, is that the right thing to say? I don't know.
Is everyone here like artists? Yeah. Sick.
I forgot to say, but we're going to have a question box. So if there's anything you guys want to ask specifically, like specific to your music or anything to these guys, we're going to have a little break in a bit. And there's some paper and pens so you can write down whatever you want to ask.
Have you encountered many gatekeepers along your journey? Oh yeah.
Gatekeepers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But always find out how they do that or how they do certain things.
How do you find out?
I mean, just by one thing that I understood about, especially like when you're an artist, it's that you have to be. I mean, it's like at the end you still need to build like a community. You still need to be like around people and talk to people, you know. And one drink and another, or like you talking with other people, they will always tell you like how they achieved certain things. Like there's been a period of like my life that I've been stuck, especially like creatively, and also like in myself as an artist, like how to get bookings or how to do certain things, you know. And I was talking with people that were like, oh, I don't know, just happened. And I'm like, there's sure like a formula to what you do, you know.
So people not wanting to share how they got their success
Yeah.
because they don't want you to get it either.
Yeah, I feel it's like, I'm not sure like why they feel like that, but yeah, at the end I always manage like how they get certain things around, you know. And also because at the end I try to be like friend with like everyone out there. Like I try to get to know people. That's one important thing, you know. Get to knowing people, not just getting to know people externally for who they are or because they're cool in what they're doing, you know. Try to establish that type of relationship. Because it's just from there that you're gonna get that, because they're gonna call you, be like, hey, I'm just in Mumbai, or I'm just like in Denmark doing this, like, yo, I'm talking with this friend, you wanna jump on a track?
Yeah.
That's how it happened, like with Scratcher, like he put me on like a track with these people from South Africa, this artist from South Africa.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that I heard their music long time ago, and I was like, wow, the production is so cool, I really want to work with them, you know? And one day just happened like that, just because from one, how do you say, podcast talk? From one talk, panel talk, sorry.
Yeah.
From one panel talk, I spent my time to actually talk with him. and introduce myself
made the
to him.
effort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, I try to make the effort to establish that type of relationship, and that's something that doesn't happen very often, especially out there. That's why also I'm very cautious of the people that I'm working with, because people come to me and be like, "Yeah, I want to work with you," and I'm like, what you want to work on? What are we trying to build? What are we trying to do? Also, who are you?
Who are you?
Can you introduce yourself?
That's the big question.
That's the biggest thing. Knowing how to introduce yourself, and that's something that Parisa actually. I don't know how many of you know the artist Parisa.
Yeah, shout out
She
Parisa.
told me that I remember one time she actually stopped me while I was talking to someone. She was like, "Why are you not introducing yourself?" And I was like, you know
she
what?
stopped you because you had to introduce yourself.
And I was like, you know what? Like, that's right. I've been speaking to this guy. I didn't even introduce myself. And I started thinking about that. And yeah, it's really important to do that, because that's how you get to know people and how you get to know their secrets on how they do certain things.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in the work, but the connections is where it's at. Do you want to pull the last question? And then we'll have a little break.
Oh no.
That scared you. I feel like this could be the one. Oh.
Standing up for this bad boy.
The technique.
Yeah.
Shall I read it? If we were watching a movie of your musical journey, what would the opening scene be? Probably like having a fight in the kids' zone. And then like everything it led to after that would be the film. Like, it's been crazy. It's still crazy. Every day is like mad for me right now. I don't even know. Like,
have you caught a break? Sorry to interrupt you.
No. From the minute I started, I put my foot on the gas and I've just taken every risk. Like, yeah.
Yeah. You haven't had the luxury of, like, you know, some people dip into their artistry, dip out, like back, I don't know, like back home, live with their parents if people have, you know, the opportunity to do that or whatever. But you've kind of been go, go, go.
Mate, I would die for the music. Like.
Yeah.
And my producer, like each chapter of my life, he's writing my songs as if it is a soundtrack to a film.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky.
Your music does encompass that though.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's big. It's like, it's really cool. Especially when you perform live, there's not a lot of people like with the passion that you perform live with. There's not actually, people are performing well, but that passion and the fire, as well as performing well with the big tracks.
Thank you, man.
I think it's really good.
I appreciate it, because performing live was always like scary as hell for me, because I come from a completely different world. And then suddenly I'm on the main stage at like Abbey Park, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing here? Do you know what I mean? But
what's the difference between being in the ring, boxing ring, and then on stage?
It's actually very similar.
Yeah.
But in the ring, you've got thousands of people watching you potentially get punched in the face. Well, you're going to get punched in the face. But it's very similar, because you go into flow state. If you get it right, before you go on stage, you have to like put yourself in a certain psychological state. And then instead of thinking about how the audience is viewing you, you're just flowing through the art, through the music, through the boxing. Boxing is an art as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
Which one scares you more?
Singing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. Boxing would scare the shit out of me. What are you talking about?
That was scary, but it's performing live is so vulnerable as well.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's being so open. Maybe we'll take 10 minutes. There's a box on the bar. So write whatever you fancy and just put it in that box, and we'll bring it out after. There'll be a live performance from one of our young up-and-coming artists as well, Romy, after the intermission. So yeah, there's that as well. But yeah,
Thank
get
you.
a drink, go pee, do whatever you fancy. Woo! So now we've got a performance from Romy, one of the young people that does a lot of projects in this building. Her voice is like the most powerful thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, and she's just incredible, so I'm just going to let her show you. So I'm Romy, I'm going to play
play 3 of my original songs for you. This first one's called Apple Tree, and it's going to be the title track of a little folk EP I'm working on. Goes like this.
Brown eyes dressed with darling sights. Though my world had sights, now it's on right. Smoke brush past me, and all you can chase. My fears are gone, all you wanna say. The ending, 'cause I saw. I was never meant to leave me in the dark. Next to the apple tree, follow past the old one, and that's where I'll be. And I'll see an angel. I see you walk up to me.
This is another one. It's also going to be the title track of a different folk EP. I write too much for my own good. Not really, I write as much as I want. This is Imagination Games.
There is a young girl who lives down the way. She has a big garden with lots of room to play. Fairies in the trees and pirates in the weeds. Imagination games she plays. Tea parties have everything down by the river. Her daughters will be married 5 times over. They will be lonely like her. She starts to run island where she knows it's hidden gold. Sand between her toes, she feels the tide coming in. She feels the sea salt on her skin. Taylor is a young girl who lives down the way. She has a big garden with lots of room to play. Fairies in the trees and pirates in the weeds. imagination games she plays. Long summer evenings lost in a world, she whispers to the butterflies, where do you go? Where do you go? There is a young girl who lives down the way. She has a big garden with lots of room to play. Berries in the trees and parrots in the weeds, imagination games she plays. She had a big garden with lots of room to play. Fairies in the trees and pirates in the weeds, imagination games she played.
One more for you. This is a song I wrote called Eyes Closed. I really like this one.
I was brave, but you turned me golden. I was cold.
speaking that you were talking about kind of not showing the cracks or like insecurities and stuff. And I was just thinking about like music and creativity can be like inherently kind of vulnerable. A lot of like creative stuff I connect with it is for like, I don't know, you just want to be authentic, right? So I was thinking like, how do you balance those two things? Because they seem a bit contrasting.
Mm-hmm. You know? I think in business, that's one thing.
Yeah.
You don't show too much vulnerability. But in music, that's your most vulnerable space, man. Yeah. In the studio, like, I don't want anyone around me other than me and the producer in that world. Like, you got a bottle and you're like unleashing all your like pain, love, everything. You got to be so vulnerable in writing and just enjoy it.
And that's so true. Like, one thing that I also do, like, sometimes also to self-sabotage myself, because I know that music at the end is like something that is really vulnerable to share, you know. And it's when I share my music with people that I probably know that they never understand like what I'm producing or what I'm doing, you know. And just hearing the feedback, like, that I already know what's gonna be the type of feedback, is like kind of stopping me to do like what I'm supposed to do. And that's something I understood that is actually self-sabotaging myself. Like, before I couldn't recognize those patterns, but I feel like when you're doing music, you really need to be like in a place where you feel comfortable, also around people that making you feel comfortable. Then when you're in business, that's a different story. Like, when it's business, you have to be like a lion, like you have to be out there, because if not, they're gonna eat you alive. And by the time that you're gonna do like free stuff for a long time of period, you're gonna be like exhausted. You're gonna be like, okay, what am I doing here, you know? Because you're gonna try and balance life, work with your hobbies or like what you're trying to do in your real life. And yeah, it's gonna get a lot together. So it's always best to balance that and to understand when it's time to do things for free and when it's time to do things for like, just for, because you want to get some money out of that. Yeah. But when you're in business, remember, always be a lion.
Yeah.
It's like the different sides coming out at different times, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyone else from the audience want to ask a question, or should I start from the box? Cool. Well, do you guys want to just lucky dip it?
How do you navigate creative collaborations, working with others? It's the most important bit, is the collaborating. And when you start, you want to work with as many people as possible. You probably won't get paid. How do you navigate creative collaborations? You've got to make sure you work with people that are aligned with you in it, and don't just think about what you can gain from them. Make sure you can bring value to them as well. Make sure they're on the same page as you. And yeah, you can waste a lot of time with collaborations, so it's important that you know where you're going, yeah? And only collaborate with people that are gonna complement that vision you've got.
Yeah.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. Honestly, like literally, that's like, it's all about alignment, isn't it? That's what I think, because there are so many people out there so hungry for it. They will just take from it. So they're looking to see what you can bring to that basically. So like, you literally, it was weird because what you just said was like literally everything I was thinking in my head.
Yeah, so true.
No, so true. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with that. Also, like, to collaborate with people that, I mean, at the end, it's like when you're out there. Before, like back in the days, I used to be so naive and collaborate with everyone. But at one point, I understood that not every time you're supposed to collaborate with everyone, but you're also supposed to collaborate with people that you got some sort, as we say before, like you align with this type of people, and you also get like the same type of mindset. Because if not, it's going to be really hard. Especially because, I mean, visibility nowadays doesn't do anything to us, especially because we are in crisis. So it's always worth to work with people that actually have the same vision as you. Because if not, yeah, it's going to be hard. And you're probably going to be there waiting for years to try and collaborate with that person.
Right. Yeah. So quality over quantity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I also understand that the see your value too, you know,
Yeah.
because if they don't see your value, you might even ended up like doing extra work for them and not even
Right.
being in that type of like collaboration type of
Yeah.
vibe, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Go for it. There's only,
Go on, you choose.
there's only one left.
Okay, what keeps you going when you want to give up? Okay, so I've been recently, I finished, where I can start actually. So I was so discouraged with myself. And I don't know, one day I saw this application about reading section, and they were like, oh, we're looking for new artists. And I was like, yeah, let me try, but this will never happen because I already know that the type of people that they're gonna get. But actually, this happened, and doing this journey with reading section actually taught me a lot of things, because I felt like I was supposed to look for the creativity or like for the willing to actually keep going from outside, but actually it was within me myself, you know. So one thing that I learned from this journey was to show up for myself, even the days where I didn't want to show up for myself. And one of these things that helped me out was the journey with the gym, going to the gym, like literally telling myself, like, go to the gym, you need to go to the gym and have your session. Because what I realized after like going to the gym is that I was having time with myself and I was taking care of myself, but also this time with myself was giving me time to actually be creative and come up with new ideas. And those new ideas eventually got me some new jobs, you know. So I feel that you need to find like something that, like, you know, you always have that thing at the back of your mind saying, I want to do this, I want to do this. That's like literally yourself, your body telling you like, okay, this is the signal, this is something that you're supposed to do. Like whether it's art, you want to start like painting, start doing that, start showing up for yourself, go to the shop, get 1 hour for yourself and buy like all these tools to actually start doing all these things. And also like there's this book, which I don't know if you want to get into that, but it's really helpful for the artist, which is called The Artist's Way, which is like a journey within yourself. And for each task, there's something that you're supposed to do, whether it's like doing meditation or whether it's like going out to the coffee shop and get a coffee for yourself, just spending time with yourself. Sorry if I say yourself many times, but yeah. I want this to be like really important that you get that, you know, that it's really important that you show up.
Like we talk about self-love and all the nice pampering side of it, but a lot of it is to do with discipline too, I feel like. Like learning that discipline and holding yourself accountable. Obviously not burning yourself out, but, you know, having some discernment with pushing yourself.
It's like a hard and soft side of it.
Hard and soft, for sure.
I've got a really important point on this, So the question is, what keeps you going when you want to give up? So each of you need to find something in your heart that either makes you so angry or like something you really want to change in the world and contribute to the world, You're going to make that your purpose. And then every single day, whether it be your art, your music, whatever, every single day you're working towards creating that purpose. So for me, my purpose was seeing the women in the Philippines where my family are born in the sex industry. I want to be an advocate for those women. I want to represent those women. I want to represent women in the underworld. So every day my music, my drive, it comes from that. It's got to be bigger than yourself, and then you use self-discipline to keep you going through. That's why I box. Self-discipline to get you through the times when you're not motivated. That's how I've done it. It's tried and tested. It's how I've got to this point.
I think that's really important.
Does
anyone want to say anything on that, by the way? Or last question?
Also, like, I mean, I don't know how many artists, producers, DJs that are in this room, but like, if you're DJ, it's no different section, but if you're DJ, just go to the studio and listen to some music. If you're an artist, keep working on your music. Even if you go like a folder and you start your project and you're like, oh, this is not going anywhere, still keep working on that. And then you never know, like save it, like you can go to that back. And then if you're like a promoter and you're trying to find that creative spark of like working with people, yeah, just go out to events. Literally, just go out to events and start talking with people, because there's also a study about like that we need to be outside around people to actually be in contact with ourselves, you know, because the moment that we stop getting in contact with other people outside, that's the moment that we stop actually getting in contact with also ourselves. So I feel that most of the times when I feel like I'm really, really down and I don't have that creativity and I don't really want to keep going on, I usually meet up with my friends, because I know that they're going to give me that different perspective in life, you know, or that we're just going to do something different that is going to bring me up the sparkle. Maybe the creativity, something might get up there, you know.
It's like what you were saying when you feel stuck. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes just making a bit of momentum really helps. Like applying for that thing or going to meet a friend, just stepping out, and then it's easier to take the next step after that.
I feel like what you both said really links though, like having a purpose bigger than yourself, but also having that internal community, because it's all kind of linked to like this internal process that you have, like being introspective, like feeling connected with one, like your sense of who you are, the two, who your wider community or culture is. Like, I feel like that is what I got from what you were both saying. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Also because there was this thing that my mom always used to say, that it takes like a whole village to bring up kids, right? And it's true, you know, it's true. It's like if you don't have the community, like it's really difficult for you to have that creative spark. Like I feel like nowadays it's like we're trying to, that community sense of community is getting a little bit lost, but like, and that's why people are stuck on the same thing all over again. But the people that are actually going further is the people that actually are building up a community around them. They have like a support system, you know. So it's really important that you have that, like, don't close up, like, even if you feel like you don't want to see anyone, like, just try and go out, like, that you're definitely going to see that spark, you know. You're definitely going to see like a different perspective in life if you go outside.
Can I also add as well, because I feel like in on top of what you just said, like representation links with that. Like the more you go out, the more you're representing your people. Like seeing you both here today, like I feel like a part of my identity has been represented. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you never go out, then how do you reach the communities and the people that probably don't see themselves in these spaces often? And like you couldn't think you could do it until you see someone who's gone through something you've gone through, and then you're like, oh shit, maybe I can do it.
And you are that person to someone else.
Yeah.
Like them seeing
that's
you
that person
somewhere.
to you.
Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that was a bit hard, especially when I came here to Nottingham. And something that I felt a lot, that I was not having like that community like around me. So it took me like probably a year to put my feet like around Nottingham and trying to like meet people around. Especially like as a black woman, also like it's really difficult. But then I found out that even if I go out, there's always someone that I meet, and I always try to connect with that person and be like, hey, even if I got Kamakumba, like, hey, do you want to come to my next party? Like, something like that, you know, try and connect people together. And I feel that it's really important that all artists here, we're trying to build something like that, you know, like a community.
I think that's really amazing. Okay, last one. Who's picking?
How do I promote my songs better and get more streams on all streaming platforms? Is that? Okay, this one I've done all myself, yeah. Everyone always wants to know about social media. This is like, we was talking about gatekeepers earlier. Now, gatekeepers don't matter. You have social media. I've built everything off Instagram daily, doing a vlog every day or a reel every day. Boom, 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 boom. Then I have my own leverage, my own power. I can market my own songs. I put a song out each month that's been marketed through the Instagram reels, and I don't need some man at the top telling me, oh, I'm gonna sign you. No, I sell the tickets myself to shows. Like, yeah, that's how I promote myself. Just be yourself online if that's your route, and yeah.
Do you self-manage artists then?
No, I have a manager.
Yeah.
But I'm my own artist, and then I put out So I'm a content creator as well, so I put out vlogs, and then that markets my songs that I put out every month.
Okay, so you're doing aspects of things for yourself, but you've got a manager as well that's sort of like overseeing.
Yeah, my manager, he just does negotiations, that's his job. I do everything else myself. My releases, I learnt myself. I was a little geek, learning everything. You learn everything yourself, man. Don't rely on no one. Just do it.
I'm gonna be honest in this, one thing I noticed about promoting the songs bad is that you need to know people. I know it sounds like crazy, but it's the truth. Like, you really need to know the people that are behind radio stations or behind, DJs too, or people that work in promotion. Because that's when I started realizing that my music was going was because I was meeting people and I was like, hey, this is the music that I do. Probably they were radio presenters, and I sent my music out after, of course, talking to them, and they were like, hey, I really like your music, And from that collaboration started like building up. Not collaboration, sorry, that relationship started building up, One thing that also worked out, especially for myself at the beginning, with my first track, Counting Up, the one that actually was a remix that released on SoundCloud, Counting Up, and it has been played like all over the place, also in Brazil, Germany. And basically the way I promoted that song, it was to reach out to lots of DJs and be like, hey, this is the music that I'm producing right now. And yeah, they started like playing my stuff. And also because I was giving my music for free out back in the days. So people could download my music for free in exchange of like a little promotion. So people like were downloading the music, and then the next was going to the page, and then that was like a whole chain building up, And that's something that you can also do, like if you really want your music to get out. There's like streaming platforms like Hype Edit, which is really helpful to actually use your music to promote your music out and to get more people to actually listen to what you produce. But yeah, getting to know people is really important, like the right people, people that they got record label too, and that are able to share their music with other artists that are on the record label. And I'm talking from a electronic dance perspective. But yeah, if I have to talk from a managing perspective, what I did working with other artists, I was working mainly with rappers. But yeah, it was rappers, but like it was like we were using platforms like Grime Daily, Link Up TV. Those were the platforms that we used to actually send music out and promote music.
BBC Introducing.
BBC Introducing is another one.
Yeah.
It's a main
focus
one.
on that, like.
Yeah. And also, like, if you get the chance to go to one of these events about music, the music industry, like, always try to go to one of these events about music industry, because you can meet people there that can actually promote your music. And that's where I actually made all my contacts, majorly contacts for promoting my music on radio stations through these type of events. So yeah, don't be afraid to talk with these people. They're always there, happy to.
Has it changed much, your approach to promotion, since when you started and now? Like, I know you said before you would exchange the music for promotion. Do you still do that now, or?
It depends. So if I'm doing like remixes, type of things like that, I usually give that out for free, because it's about music and club people having fun. So of course you can get my music. Or if not, sometimes like I get people sending me DMs asking me like, can I get your track? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But I know we can get that for like 99p on it. But yeah, I don't mind like giving my music out for free, because at the end I know that it's like another streaming that's gonna generate. But also like the type of person that I am, I'm not even focusing that much on that, especially for what is happening with on those streaming platforms and the people that are supporting right now. It's like I don't know, it's like a battle that is going on with myself, where I'm like, do I really want to put my music out on these streaming platforms? Like, do I really want to still keep supporting these people? Like, how we want to do. Like at the end, I'm not even getting paid from Spotify or like all these. Even if I'm doing like billions of views, it's not this that's gonna pay me. It's more like the connection that you do outside and the performance that you do outside that will actually help you out to get out to more people. Yeah.
So put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone have anything else they want to ask? The question box is empty. Any final? Go on, hustler.
I have a question. Hi. So my question is, you know, you were saying about having that hunger and stuff, but then how do you balance that constant wanting hunger with the reality of it's not going to happen instantly, it's going to take time?
It is going to take time. Like, it takes time and it takes struggle. And, like, I've cried, running, like, going on runs, crying, visualising this dream. But you just got to keep going, man, because it is possible. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah. So one thing I'm going to probably say on that is that the way also, you say something right there, the reality of something that's not going to happen, right? And I feel like, especially when we talk about ourselves, so like when we speaking up from ourselves, is that it's really important that we speak up from a perspective of like positivity, of like this is gonna happen and this is what I'm gonna do, because you're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. Everyone's gonna take time, but if you're gonna work towards that, the results are gonna come out from that, you know.
What's that? I did say it's not going to happen.
Sorry.
But it's mindset.
Yeah, it's mindset. It's all about mindset. Yeah.
Consistency, knowing you're going to do it, like, and don't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to end it. Steve,
Thank you for having us.
No, thank you for being here and sharing your story and your time and just your journey and what you've been doing. And it's going to be amazing from here. You guys are just only going up. Like, you're both so consistent. There's no way that's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's already happening, but I'm sure you have goals and that are up there.
Yeah.
And so happy to kind of have you to look up to and speak to. It's not like you're unreachable. Like, you've come and spent time here with us today, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Woo. Do we want to have a group photo? I don't want to be cheesy, but like, I think that's kind of cute.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody say cheese or whatever it is. Cheese. One more. Alright, the future cheese.
Because they changed like the criteria, because they said like you need.
While the camera's still on, is there anything you want to shout out that you've got coming up, or any releases, any music that you want to shout out?
Should I look at the camera?
Yeah, you can look at that one.
Alright, so I just released a new track with those duo artists, Omagaka, Scratcher, and Nine. It's called Hot Pepper, so make sure that you listen to that. And next year we're gonna come back with Club Macumba event. So if there's any artists, okay, I'm gonna do an announcement here, yeah? If there's any artists, DJ, photographers, anyone in the creative scene, and you're interested in being part of a Club Macumba community, there's a link that you can get from the Instagram bio that I'm going to share also here, where you can do the application, and we're going to get in touch with you.
Amazing. Anything that you want to shout out? Any singles, any shows, anything?
Anyone that wants to know how to do it, I've filmed my whole journey from my iPhone. It's all vlogged online. They're all popping off at the minute, and I'm about to take over the UK. You're going to see it in real time.
Yeah, I'm excited. Sick. Thank you so much.